Bookie.
Go ahead. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
You hear that? Just say it.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Open your mind, llc@gmail.com. Any event. When I say any, I mean any. Well, not any. Let's talk.
Not any.
Let's talk.
Email her.
Yeah, let's talk.
Okay, I think we're ready to go live. I mean, I know we already live, but we're ready to get started.
On the way live.
Uh-oh. I don't know how to open this up.
On the way live.
We're back.
Let's go.
On the side. This is direct. I'm talking about that.
No smell.
No, it's coming.
What?
We're having a conversation.
Okay, we just finished our episode of Beyond the Ropes, the podcast. We interviewed our member, Lavelle, one of our newest members. Lavelle joined the movement last year in July, I guess it was. Or was it August? It was around the Playdate time. She first came out to the prayer walk. She didn't even come to the Playdate because she was not involved at that time, but her friend Brandy, who had been an active member for a couple of years, brought her out to our prayer walk, and she has been with us ever since.
Shout out to Dr. Brandy.
Shout out to Dr. Brandy Gale. And although Lavelle, if you all listened to the podcast episode, then you probably heard us discuss the fact that Lavelle and her family lived across the street from me in Homewood probably for about 15 years.
About not quite. Yeah.
We were there first. They came a couple of years after we got there, but I've known her for quite some time. I knew Lavelle. Her name was Tanya then. When she came to Double Dutch, she told me her name was Lavelle. I'm like, who? Tell me your name when I knew you. But she and her family lived across the street when I started 40 Plus Double Dutch Club. When me and Katrina first started it, I invited her out, but she did not come at that time. She waited 6 years to come and join us. And one of the things she said is she didn't know how to jump Double Dutch. And so that's one of the reasons she wasn't rushing to come out. But now she knows you don't even have to know how to jump Double Dutch to come be a part of this movement. But if you want to learn, we can teach you, right?
Absolutely. And now I won't miss a meetup.
Now she comes out 2-3 times a week.
I do.
So tell us, I know you mentioned it in the episode, but for those who didn't hear, tell us what made you start coming after 6 years of me mentioning it to you.
So when I first came out to the play date, the prayer walk, and I was just so moved. I love meeting all of the ladies, and it was therapeutic for me because at the time, I'm sitting at home, I don't have anything to do, no date, no movie, nothing, just sitting there, woe is me. And then it's like, oh, well, you can come play with us. And then when I came outside to play, I had so much fun. Jumping, meeting people, patty caking. And I love to dance, even though I can't really dance that well. But I love to dance. And now I get to sing. It's just fun. It's just fun.
So you're kind of describing what it was like for me because, I was going through a transition in my life. And it's just having something to look forward to, just being able to literally let your hair down and be a kid again and not to have to worry about why your life isn't going the way you thought it should be going, because when you're sitting in the house and, I know you work a lot, so you'll probably go to work and you come home and you're like, now what? This ain't what I thought my life was going to be.
Right.
Now what?
So it's given... It's allowed me to really look at life and look at what makes me happy and what's enjoyment for me and just explore who I am as a woman and what it is I would like to do, what brings me happiness, what brings me, makes me feel content. And it's not hanging out with, a man or a husband or a guy. It's fellowshipping, the companionship, just, all of that. And then I can walk away from the activity and I feel fulfilled. It's kind of, I'm not going to say like church, but kind of like church. It's kind of, it feeds my spirit. It feeds my inner woman. And I feel like once I'm a nurse, that inner woman, she just kind of, I'm not going to say she died, but she
took a back seat to everything else that was going on.
And now I'm finding her. And I'm really and then I found all of y'all too, so that's amazing. That's a plan.
Okay, we have a question. So, Naomi says, "Hey, Val.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I know you guys are friends. It says, can you tell me how you were able to remain happy, joyful, and encouraging even while surviving your own traumas?"
Wow, Nate.
Put it all out there.
Right,
What
Nate.
traumas we talking about now?
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know.
What traumas we talking about? Wait,
You know what?
Let's get real.
I will say that through all, I know God has my back. I know He's got my back. I've been through some things, and some of the things have taken other women out. And so that's first and foremost. But I've always connected with women. That's been my passion. When I was a baby nurse, I started out at L&D. I've always connected with women. I'm not certain if they really connected with me, except for you, Nay. I know you did, girl. But, now I'm introduced to a whole bunch of positive women, like I said, who don't bring drama to me and just help me pull out the good in me. And I think I just gravitate towards just being happy and, I gravitate towards that. And some people look at me like, this girl is, but I think it's my faith. And then I'm recognizing the gifts that God has placed on the earth for me to use to maintain my happiness. So I hope I answered your question, sis. That's a great answer.
Yvette says, Lavelle, all while he was doing through your first husband and divorce from the then and now, struggling with the second husband, who was and is your support system?
So I will say that, again, I reconnected with a very dear friend, Dr. Gail.
It's Brandy.
Who introduced me to, and my friends go way back. Like, I have friends that I met in kindergarten. KJ is a sandbox sister for me. And then I have friends that I met in college. Nicholas, we went to Western together. Nay, just women. And these are all women who have fed into my life and encouraged me and not judged me, because I have made some really poor decisions and sometimes my left hemisphere doesn't connect with my right hemisphere and the processing goes off. So I've made some poor decisions, but instead of them judging me, they kind of encourage me, pick me up, say, hey, come on, let's just keep going. And I think we do that for each other. And it's multiple people.
And you know what? One of the things you said is that you make poor decisions or choices. I think we all have. We all can say, if we look back, there's some choices that we could have flipped the script a little bit. How would you encourage someone who is listening right now, because they might be in that? You've come out of it. So how would you encourage someone who might be in a situation where they just made a poor decision and they may be devastated? How would you encourage them to maybe come out to a safe place that can help them through that?
I would say to that person, like you said, we all make poor decisions. We're human. The very first human made a poor decision when he bit into the forbidden fruit. So we're human. We're going to make poor decisions. Just don't stay in it. Get up and keep moving. Life is so good. And I've been in that space where I'm thinking, life is so great. But I'm still here. And a lot of people who were born the same year that I was born, they're not here. But I am still here. I can still move. I can still walk. I can still talk. I can still think. I'm still here. So one of the reasons why, because some of the things that I've shared on the video is not that flattering to me, but some of the reasons why I shared those experiences are because I came out of it. Not unscathed, but I came out, I survived, and if I can survive, then so can you. That's right.
Absolutely.
Can I say something about Lavelle? Every time I see this girl, she is always smiling.
She is.
And she gives the best hugs. I call her the cheerleader. I call her the cheerleader of the group because she is always, just so energetic. Like
wasn't in the best place. I had to work. I wanted to be out there playing with you guys. But I couldn't. And I just started feeling sad.
But
I'm here now.
and trust me, Lavelle, we were working this weekend.
I know.
We were working.
I know. So, and then I think that I tend to reflect the energy that's given to me. So when I feel that positive energy, I just, I light up. But, I do. If I feel negative energy, I've been known to give that back too, and I try not to.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I try to keep.
See that.
I try to keep that little lady hidden.
That one hidden. We never seen.
Try to keep her down.
How do you feel about jumping? From the beginning, honey, you were skeptical. But now you jumping in a rope with the pom-poms, two or three
yes,
people. How does that make you feel now that you have overcome that hiccup and hurdle of jumping?
I love it. I'm still wild. I still, arms and legs all over the place. But it's fun for me. It's just fun. And I feel free. I'm sure I look like I feel free too. But it's just fun. And nobody makes fun of me. Or if they do, it's like a wild child. And I've embraced my nickname with 40 plus.
Wild child.
Wild child. I love it.
It's great seeing you jump.
Because like she says, I'm happy.
Right. Because you're just out there, you just giving it your all. And
Yeah.
just to know that you didn't know how to jump just a year ago when you first came, it's like, wow. She's jumping through the entire jingle and doing her motions and jumping with 2 and 3 and 4 in a rope. So you're doing it. And you learned it how old? 55.
Never too late.
It's never too late.
How did you feel when you first walked into 40 plus? Like your first initial day there, knowing that, I don't have a job. How did you first feel?
I was a little apprehensive, and I struggle with self-image perception issues. I don't know if I share with some of you guys. I tend not to look in the mirror because I don't like what looks back at me. So I avoid mirrors. I'll go to the bathroom, wash my hands. I won't look in the mirror.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Inside and out.
I don't take pictures, so when you see me photobombing at the session, it's intentional. It's like, okay, get in the picture, you know. But I don't take pictures. I shy away from pictures. I was looking at the snippets of this YouTube, like, ooh, girl.
Jordan is
Put
also,
some
you
makeup.
know, Jordan is our content creator. She talks about your pictures all the time. She's like, I love taking pictures of LaBelle. She has the most beautiful smile, and she's always smiling. She said, some of y'all, like, she always got to prompt me to smile. I mean, my happy face is just like this. That's my happy face. And so I always got to be prompted to smile. And I'm like, Jordan, you don't never put pictures of me up. She said, you ain't never smiling. So I said, I'm taking LaBelle. She's smiling all the time.
So
It has changed now since.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Yes.
That's good.
Okay. We have a question from Donna
Hey,
on
Donna.
apartment.
Donna, see?
Yes. Can we revisit the mental illness part? Who supports you while you support your children, especially during their crisis or?
It's really good that you're saying that you've always connected with women. There's so many women who I've heard say they didn't connect with women, that they feel like women bring drama. So the fact that you didn't feel like that is great, but I wish there were more women who were open to being a part of a sisterhood and not having the expectation that when a group of women comes together, it's going to be messy. Because it doesn't have to be like that. And I feel like we prove that every time we get together. It doesn't have to be messy.
I think at some point I did believe that, but I just tend to connect with women. Even when I was at Jackson Park in labor and delivery, women would just start sharing with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking like, wow, okay, just tell me everything. But yeah.
Yeah, and Donna also says, any support groups you may be able to recommend?
No, I have not researched that. That's been a goal of mine. But I will say that a lot of stuff that I said I was going to do, I haven't done because I'm always outside trying to play with 40 plus.
Yeah.
That's my support system. It's very therapeutic for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's very. I come. I know one day I wasn't feeling well, and I wasn't even gonna come,
Mm-hmm.
but I came, and boy, did you all lift me up. I felt so good afterwards, and I went home, and of course I took that positive energy home to my girls, and So I would say right now, 40 plus is the thing for me. It's, if I'm being completely transparent, I did go through some counseling, and I feel like I got more out of playing with my sisters than going to the counseling session. I know I'm gonna get a lot of. That's the God honest truth.
You didn't even have to pay for it. You never
I
pay for
know,
a
right?
shirt every year. Girl, you saving some money. Let's go out to eat.
I don't know how much money I'm saving, Steph.
She got all the gear.
Right.
All the gear.
And pom-poms.
So where do we go from here? Now that you've been a member for a year? You now feel more comfortable jumping. What's next for LaBelle?
That's a good question. I said on the podcast, I think, that I was thinking about going back and studying to explore mental health therapy, providing that. But I also hate school, so we're gonna see. I'm looking for God to direct me in that because I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And it's okay to be unsure because somebody is watching and they're 56 and they're unsure. So to hear you say, you know what, I really don't know. I'm just allowing God to order my steps, and that is okay. I think that's probably the best plan.
Yes.
We get in the way sometimes.
I do.
We get in the way sometimes. Anybody else?
How do your kids feel about you being so involved with 40 Plus Double Dutch Club? Because just a year ago, that wasn't the case. So you've probably, I don't know, has that taken away? Do they feel like it's taken away from the time you spend with them or spend with your grandkids?
So they say I'm in a gang. They say, Mom, you're in a gang. Just admit it.
We're God's gang.
But my girls,
No.
all my girls,
Gang.
really, I think they are enjoying the transition, my transition. They say, "Oh, you're so light. You're happier now. You're content." So much so that when the mister started talking about a possible reconciliation, they were like, Are you sure? Are you sure, Mom? I don't want you. You seem to have found yourself. I don't want you to lose yourself again." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to lose
I'm
myself."
to fill out an application now. A bunch of sisters you gotta talk to. You
So,
gotta go through the screening process.
you know, I think it's been great. I can't, like I said, I can't wait to jump with my daughters. I can't wait. We got a long way to go, but
You got a while to go. How old is Taylor?
Taylor is 31.
Oh, wow.
That's not too long. She's worth waiting for.
And J Bay
Same as Jordan,
is
right?
24. So yeah.
We're gonna be around a long time.
Yes, I
I plan
intend
on being
to.
like Miss Ruby. I don't know about y'all.
Come on, right?
20 more years.
Okay. Yes.
Well, if there is anyone who is listening who, we have one more question actually.
So I wonder if you have any advice for someone who may be hesitant about joining 40 Plus because they can't jump or they feel like they can't jump or they're scared to jump.
I would say to you, do not hesitate. I wish that when Pam had come to me the first time and invited me out, I wish I had come. I just thought it was about jumping. It is so much more than jumping. When I tell you it's super therapeutic for me, it lifts my spirit, improves my self-esteem, gives me people that I can become, like companionship. Just come out and see for yourself. That's what I would say. Come out, see for yourself, and then decide if you want to join. My girlfriend today came, and she said she's coming back. So I am so excited. Miss Janelle from work, a couple of nurses from work have come out, and they love it. So I would just say, come out and see for yourself. Give it a chance. It's not just about jumping rope.
And if you want to come out and give it a chance, then go to our website, www.40plusdoubledutchclub.org, and click Become a Member. You can purchase your t-shirt. All we ask, we don't have mandatory fees. We just ask that everyone purchase a t-shirt with their name and age on the back once a year in lieu of an annual membership fee. We do have a Membership Plus Rewards program that you can become a part of, but we ask that everyone get your t-shirt with your name and age. That's what sets us apart from anyone else who's jumping double dutch. We also encourage everyone to go to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and follow the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club YouTube page to stay up to date with everything we're doing, to hear all of our different podcast episodes, to see what we're going to be doing next season, and have some say in the topics we're going to be discussing, to learn how to do all of our different, we have training videos on there where we're teaching you how to do everything that we do during our meetups. Now, you got to come to a meetup to learn how to jump, but you can watch the how-to videos to learn how to do African hopscotch and the vibe and the crisscross hopscotch and dendada and everything that we do, the double dutch slide. So that's all on YouTube. So you want to go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our Facebook group page so you can connect with thousands of women all over the world. We have sub-clubs in almost every major city across the United States, as well as in a few other countries, Germany, Canada, and Israel. We are ready and willing and waiting for any woman over the age of 40 to come out and play with us, to communicate, collaborate, enjoy the camaraderie of your sisters. Become a part of this sisterhood. We are here. It's like therapy, whether you need therapy or not. Sometimes we need therapy and we don't even know it. So come on out, join us, jump with us. Come on out and play with us. Let's cue that theme song, ladies. We can sing it.
Oh no.
Come on.
If you want to move,
Fun.
Fun.
I was waiting for you.
You're
Just
looking
like
for fun.
Go ahead.
if you're looking for fun, if
Fun.
you're looking for friendship,
If you're looking for
Love and all that comes with it. Just look beyond the ropes and you will see a sisterhood for you, a sisterhood for me, a sisterhood for all of us to be. We want to say, come jump with us, jump with us. Say, come play with us. We want to say, come join the 40 plus double dutch. If you come, you have fun with us, fun with us. If you come, you build a life with us. Just look beyond the ropes and you will see a sisterhood for you, a sisterhood for me, a sisterhood for all of us to be.
Here come my part.
Right, guys. It's been so fun.
And that's a wrap.
40 plus
40 plus double dutch.